bonding and just guys getting ready for fall camp.
How much does the gambling investigation, I guess, linger on you guys, or just become a distraction because you got to answer questions about it?
None at all. I feel as a team we're solid and we're sticking together, and we're doing great and working towards fall camp and excited for the season.
That was well rehearsed.
How's the new with the new offensive coordinator? Does it feel different? I know you haven't really been practicing, but how has that changed the room a little bit?
There's a different feel, a good energy on the team. I feel like, or the offense. I feel like we're coming together as an offense, and it's an offense that'll be exciting to watch.
Well, how much has been changed in the offense? I mean, you don't have to go into particulars, but I mean, Nate's going to change something.
Yeah, I feel like there's smaller details and things like that to get the offense to give us an advantage and being precise with on the field. So.
What's that going to look like in the passing game?
I mean, the passing game's still going to be a big threat for us, taking the ball downfield and then just making plays, really.
How do you resolve not losing as many close games as you lost last year?
Just learning how to win them. I feel like we were there, right there, and then we did the little small things to mess that up. So just being precise and winning in the details is what's going to help us win those games.
Does your role change without X being there?
I feel like I have to take a bigger role. It's definitely a role that I'm ready to step into and be able to lead the offense.
What's been your thoughts on this summer, how the newer quarterbacks are looking, like JJ, what you've seen in Rocco after a year?
There's a lot of maturity out of those guys. Those guys are working just as hard as everybody, preparing themselves just as hard as everybody, and that room is looking great.
Jaylin, I don't have the exact quote, but you talked about in the spring, how you wanted to put everything together this year, be more consistent.
Yeah.
How do you feel like that's progressing, and what are a couple maybe personal goals you've got for yourself this season?
That's progressing really well. I feel like I've done a lot and made a huge step in working towards that goal, and then just some personal goals. Just obviously being all conference, in that, whether that's returner, wide receiver, just going out there, helping my team win every game. And then, I mean, I have a lot of opportunities within kick return, punt return, and then wide receiver to have a lot of all-purpose yards. So just racking those up.
Definitely. What has potentially stood out about some of the younger guys like Benny, Jason, Greg, really since the spring?
Yeah, they're all freaks. They're all athletic guys that can make a play at any time. And those guys are all smart in the playbook, know what they're doing, and ready.
As the season wore on last year, how frustrating did it get as an offense to not be able to put more points on the board, and how do you look at that now with some distance of what went wrong or what didn't work?
It was frustrating, but we knew that it was on us as a whole, as an offense, and it was something that we had to take on our shoulders and understand that it wasn't any particular person's fault, and that it was everybody's fault going into it and needing to be able to prepare better. But going into this season, I feel like we're a tighter unit on offense, definitely more prepared and very detailed in what we're doing, so it'll be exciting.
When you go through something like that, how motivating is it not to do it again?
Very motivating. It's something that you can look back on every workout, every film session, just anything during football, looking back on it, knowing that you don't want that outcome again this year.
How have workouts changed with the new strength staff?
Very competitive, a lot of competition, just a lot of guys pushing and working, and you can see the hunger in everybody's eyes. So it's guys getting in the weight room and working every day.
Is your body different?
Yeah, I feel like I've developed a lot, gained a lot of muscle, put on a little bit of weight, but I also feel like I've gained a little bit of speed, so I'm definitely ready for this season.
You've been on teams that have had high expectations, and now this team doesn't have as high expectations from the outside world.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? I mean, you guys play off of that?
Nah, I love it. I mean, going into a season with no expectations for the team, is just we know what our expectations are of ourselves, and we're ready to go fulfill those.
What are those expectations?
To win. Obviously, that's not what we did last season, and every time we step on the field, our goal is to win, and that's all that matters.
how have things, kind of been able to progress with Coach Pauly, and what's your relationship like with him so far?
I love Coach Pauly. He's a guy that's he loves the game of football just like everybody in that room. Very detailed in what he does, and he's a guy that you can relate with. He's obviously played the position. He's come in and made us all feel like it's just like it's a comfortable space with him in there, and guys are willing to pay attention and learn from him and the stuff he has going on. I feel like it's grown the receiver room a lot.
How